Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Hey, Rhonda and Ivy.
Hello.
Hi.
We've just been having a bit of a natter, just starting to have a bit of a natter about channels getting hacked. And what were you telling me, Rhonda?
Well, maybe Evie could tell it better. She was the one that was telling me about it.
what did you? Okay, what's the scoop, Evie? What did you hear? What's happening to who?
Well, I found this gal. She's from Minnesota, and she was a van lifer, and she came back to Minnesota because her mother, that was mid-90s, was not doing well, and in the meantime, she was switching her channel over from, I can't remember what was the channel name I told you, Rhonda?
Adventures.
Yeah, it was Ad
Over
1D and a dash, Van, a dash, and Churs. And it was, she was in her 50s at the time, and she had over 40,000 subscribers. And in the time that she moved back, I guess she's been back less than a year, maybe 8 months or something, I'm guessing. Anyway, her channel had gotten stolen. Her identity got stolen. They wiped all of her money out of her account. And she has not been able to regain control of her YouTube channel. So she started a new one, and she's got over 2,000 subscribers on this channel. And she changed her channel name to Starting Over at 60. Well, on the original channel that is being controlled by someone else, there's now 3 AI videos up with her face, but different colored hair. One has her in front, the most recent has her in front of a van, standing there, a green van, and I think hers was white. But anyway, it's not her. And then one has a piece of duct tape across her mouth, and then one has her in a black wig. And they're talking, and I'm even afraid to watch the videos, but I'm sure people think it's her, and they are commenting and so on. They don't realize that the channel has been taken. So I don't know if they think she's gone nuts or they're for whatever she's saying. I have no idea. But it's kind of scary. It was so bad to the point of all of her bank accounts and all that she even tried to get a new Social Security number, and they told her she could. And then when she went through the whole application thing, they told her she couldn't. And so they changed her channel name, the one they took control of, to Over 60, because she's 60 now instead of 50, is what I believe she said.
I went on and I clicked on the one where she has the black hair,
Mm-hmm.
and it's showing like don't get hacked, and it shows different accounts and all of this, and it's not her at all. It's just kind of them showing what to do if you don't get hacked. So I watched the one with the duct tape on her mouth, and it's the same. And then the one that she's standing in front of the van, it's her doing a thing about like the bike,
Oh, the e-bike review. She does that on her channel she's on now.
Right. That's what that one is. But the other 2 are about getting hacked. And in the comments, it's all about, this is not, is her name Tracy?
Mm-hmm.
Been hacked. Somebody's taken over this channel. Blah,
Oh, good.
There's a lot of comments about that. So I thought that was pretty interesting. But she said, I watched the other video on her other channel where she talks about it. And she said that at first she still got AdSense, and now she's not.
Right.
They
stole all of her money and all of her livelihood, period.
So how did they steal all of her money?
I don't think she went into great depth on that, but they had her email address, and that's how they got control of the YouTube channel. And I don't know if she had saved payments somewhere. I have no idea. She's been so upset about it. And then trying to talk about her mom at the same time, it's a little like, if you don't watch every video, you're going to miss a piece of it. And I don't watch every video. But last week we were talking about having a different email address where people that are on YouTube email you. But if you're going to communicate with YouTube, it's a different email address that would be linked to if you got paid, obviously. So other than that, I really don't know. I don't even know if she specified that she didn't have different email addresses. But I mean, she had to get a burner phone and everything because she couldn't use her phone. Anything she used it for, they could track her because they had control of the phone, even though it was physically in her hands.
Right. They took over her bank account, her phone, they hacked her bank account and everything. So, and you hear of this happening, but and to guard your email address, I have a separate email that's not, it's my business email. It has all my entreaty stuff on it. It's not attached to YouTube, but it's there when people want to email me.
That's the way mine is.
Yeah, and that protects you from, them getting a hold of your email, because I've heard that guard that email is attached to your YouTube.
So are we supposed to have like the email that's on our Google account attached to our YouTube account? What is the separate? I know there's like videos about it, like Kevin, or is it Kevin who's done it, or Rob's done? Lots of people have done videos, I think. But what is the whole kind of have a different email that you put, that you advertise? I think, is that it, that you put on your about? There's a separate different email, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like a business email that you communicate with YouTube or Canva or any of those kind of things that you exchange money back and forth with. But if somebody just wants to email you because they watched your video, or you're selling something and they want to email you, whatever it is, somebody that you don't know and is not a business, they don't get your email that is linked to any kind of money making or business.
Right. So it should be a separate email for all of that. On my webpage, I have where people can, download a thing and for their email and all of that. And it's all in my business email, not the other one that's attached to my stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that protects you from them being able to take that stuff over.
Yeah. That's what you guys are saying, eh? It's not the Google email that's
Jennifer saying here. Yeah.
Correspondence one. Yeah. Another email address that's your backup one is important. Hey, Catherine, if you do get hacked, you can recover the account using that email. Yeah. Okay. Well, here's the slightly positive, good, optimistic news from Catherine. In 14 years online, not had any issues. Yeah. I was thinking about getting a pass key. Yeah. What is the? I do see pass key. What is the pass key thing? I see that word. I've got no idea what a pass key is.
Well, I think it goes by your face, doesn't it?
Oh.
Or your fingerprint?
Yeah, mine is my face. Like if I've logged into something on my tablet and I come on my computer, it'll ask me if I want to use the pass key. And I don't have a fingerprint on my computer, so I assume it's scanning my face.
Okay.
I don't really know for sure, unless it's just, I don't know. I don't think it would happen if it was on a computer, like if I was working and I tried to do it on my work computer. I think I would have to have my password for it because it's not really linked to me.
Got it. Okay. So where do you put the email? I think we're talking about just on our about section, aren't we?
On that, where it clicks more and it's about. There's a thing and it says, it's emails hidden, but you can click on it and do I don't know, that you're a human, and it'll bring up an email. And right there is where you need to assure that it's not the same email that's attached to your YouTube.
Got it. Okay. 6-digit code. Yeah. Um,
And
so
yeah,
that's what we're all talking about, eh? We're talking about
Okay.
under the About section, we've got an email that some people don't show, do they? Some people don't want to have an
Right.
email. But if you do have one, what we're saying is, it's our understanding that it should be different from what our Google one is. There we go. Yeah, Rosani. Hey, Rosani. Isn't there something that you can plug into physically? I don't know about that. Just looked it up. You can add another administrator on YouTube, like Meta Platforms, for recovery purposes.
well, and that was a problem that she talked about, is that she couldn't get a hold of anybody at YouTube or
Yeah.
Google to
No.
take care of it.
No,
She
no one
couldn't get
cares.
them to answer her back or do any. She hadn't been able to do anything about it.
Yeah. So then did we say that her next account, is her next account secure, or has she had that hacked as well?
As far as I know, the new account is secured. I don't know that she really went into what she did to secure it, but she doesn't appear to be, I don't know what the word I want to use. I mean, I think she's fairly intelligent. It's just, the people got a hold of her stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm sure she's taken precautions too, because my identity has been stolen 3 times. It's been in the past, it's been more than 20 years since it's happened. But at the time it was happening, it was absolutely terrible. And it got to the point where if I was going to go into Best Buy and I wanted to use my Best Buy account, I had to have my Social Security card with me, or maybe just my number. And I had to get them to call their banking institution to authorize me to put something on my Best Buy account. Everything was locked down if anybody tried to open credit on my name, because people were buying computers and appliances and pianos, and I had electricity in my name in California. I had 3 cell phones in California, and it was rough. When they finally found the girl, there was a notebook in the house with 7 people's identity, in plastic sheet covers, and mine was one of them. They would go into a store and buy some computer cables, and if that went through, they'd go back the next day and buy the whole monitor and computer and everything they needed to set up a computer. It's really invasive and scary.
Wow. Did this lady say how she got? First of all, do we know what her channel name is?
I can never remember channel names. Let me look again.
I know. And so many of us.
It's Starting Over 60. Just 2 words, starting over, and then 60.
Okay,
That's a new one.
Maybe we should have a little nosy. I'm just mentioning to Julie and to Alison, did you guys get my email with the link in it? Just if you're around and you're available, you might have missed it, but I put the link in here too, just in case anyone is interested in coming on, because I was a little bit disorganized this week and I didn't check who was coming on. But we're lucky there's 3 of us. Let's look this lady up, hey? Let's have a little look. Let's go share the screen. Go window. Right. Okay. YouTube. So you guys can see that? Can you guys see that, YouTube?
Yep.
Cool. Starting, just in case she mentions it, talks to it. That's starting over 60.
That's her right there.
Is that over there? At 60 and starting over? This one?
That's it.
Okay. There. Okay, my information was stolen in a data breach. I lost everything, including my YouTube channel, so I started this one. Thanks for being here. So let's have a little look. The hackers are using AI. This is probably the end. Yeah. So let's just go videos, oldest. Starting over completely at 60. Right. Let's have a little look to see what she says here.
Good morning. So, if you don't know me, or actually maybe if I look familiar, my name is Tracy, and I had a YouTube channel called Adventures Over 50. I lived in a van for 3.5 years and traveled cross country and did adventures. And recently, I was in one of the data breaches and I had my identity stolen, and not just my identity stolen, but they took over all my social media, my Facebook, my YouTube, yeah, and pretty much everything. And then I tried to start another channel, and I called that Adventures Over 50 Reboot, because I thought people could find me easier. And people started finding me. They're finding me now, but they took over that channel too. So maybe third time's the charm. And it's like playing whack-a-mole or chess or maybe checkers. I don't know. But it is trying to stay up or even ahead of these people. And so I'm just coming on here. I'm making a quick video now because I just want to see. They're legal for a long time, over 40 years. I've been in.
Okay. I'll just stop sharing that. Oh, okay. That's something, isn't it? Far out.
Yes.
It'll be interesting to. So what was she was at starting over 60. What was the other?
Adventures over 50. I'll have to look exactly. I don't remember.
I think it's over 60 now.
Yeah, but the one that's stolen, the one that has the AI on it, has the 50, right? Or
Okay.
no, maybe they did.
Same one.
Okay.
They just changed the name on it
At 60 and starting over, I think she is.
because it has all those old videos. And yeah, after we talked, I went and checked it all out.
Yeah, here's her original one.
Right.
And it has all her merch on it and everything.
Yeah. And so, but if you type in 50, it'll come up and then you tap on it and it goes to the 60. If that makes sense in the search bar, if you type in 50, it still pulls it up.
Okay. At DD511, anyone put off from starting up like all this fraud information? Don't let it stop you. Good housekeeping and security awareness from the start will ensure we're okay. Yeah, that's good advice. Hey, Krista. Yeah, how can YouTube not help her? They just don't. Apparently, they just don't. Do they?
No, she said they're in an email tag that just going back and forth, and she doesn't know if it's going to work or not. Can't get anyone on the phone.
Yeah. Yeah, and remember, Google did that big. They laid off. Google and YouTube laid off lots of human beings. So anyway, so that's good, but that's interesting. If anyone wants to go and have a look, I'm going to go and have a look after at 60 and starting over. Just because when she said they're using AI, which of course they are, to keep chasing you and hunting you down and things like, yeah. I'm just going to go and have a look to see how she.
She is a professional makeup artist as well as, I think, a photographer to some degree. She goes and works on shoots and things. So all of her contacts were email, like, hey, I need you to do makeup this day we're going to do a commercial. And then, they would they had access to all of that. And then when she had to change everything, she had to try and kind of remember out of her head who she needed to contact. And then how can she get a hold of him, because all that stuff was gone.
Yeah. Yeah, the onus is on us to ensure we've taken all the steps. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, really, really horrible thing to happen. But yeah, I don't know. Did she take all the steps though? That I guess is the interesting question because I mean, ultimately, is even that's no guarantee. Surely, like just using a different email address, like I think in February 2026, what might have been the solid thing even a year ago or 6 months ago or something could easily be out of date now. You know what I mean? Good to do
And
things
I
that
would say, I see Goodish saying that I feel like, hope I am wrong, that this might be a way to get views. Sorry, I know that sounds horrible. She did deal with that too because people thought that. But I don't think she would walk away from a channel that has 40,000 subscribers and she was making money with, like you said, the merch, and she can't get into that account. She doesn't. The only way she hasn't even gone to it on any of her devices. She's only found out from other people telling her what they had seen. And she just said that she heard, this is what I remember, is that she had just heard that AI has taken it over. And I mean, I won't even subscribe to her current channel that she's on or the one that's been taken over. I don't want my name on it anywhere. And no, it's not meant to scare you. It's, or think that there's no way to be safe, because I'm sure that there is. It is just a scary thing to have happen. And then you have that happen. You're single all by yourself, taking care of your mother that eventually goes into hospice. And who do you reach out to? Who do you have a conversation with that's going to make you feel like everything is going to be okay? It's very scary and isolating thing to have happen to you.
very, yeah. I mean, yeah, really good point. No one is going to pull a stunt, like
Mm-hmm.
3,000 subscribers, all of that work, all of that, everything. Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, exactly, Krista. Like the whole, I'm not sure about that, about the whole kind of AI took it over.
Well, what they're saying is that what she was saying is that her face, well, it's still on the thumbnail. Rhonda looked at the video. But so it looks like it's her, but Rhonda said she read some of the comments. People are aware that it is not actually her. What I think is ironic is the fact that if the videos are about avoiding being hacked and they're the hackers saying how to avoid it, I mean, that's kind of, obviously I wouldn't trust their information, but that's kind of a cruel thing to do.
Yeah. Okay. Two-factor authentication. You see, I'm really bad at doing the two. If it forces me to do it, then I do it, but I'm very, very bad about that. So, okay. Yeah, that's good.
And
So
what makes the person look susceptible or an easy target? Because certainly 40,000 subscribers is not, she's not a rich woman, and she doesn't have a gigantic YouTube channel. What makes her the prime target and know they can move in and take over versus somebody that has 100,000 subscribers? Is it simply security that we may or may not be aware of? Was she lacking everywhere because she traveled so much? I don't know.
She did say there was a data breach, which maybe, I know
yes.
every once in a while I get a thing in the mail that
Right.
is a notice that there's been a breach and all of that sort of stuff. And they just happen to, they go through that stuff and they find out people that maybe they can do something with. And if it involves that they could make some money from her YouTube channel, it's understandable that they targeted her,
Mhm.
and
Okay.
it's just like trial and error. Okay, this one doesn't work. It's got two whatever authentication. Nope, that's the wrong email address for this YouTube, and they or whatever, and they just keep going down the line until just the right thing clicks and they've got
Mhm.
I've never had that happen. I know that I had some mail stolen out of my mailbox and they washed my checks, and the bank told me it was the best check whatever that they had ever seen, but I caught it. Somebody saw all these wadded up mail on the side of the road and saw it was my address and that they were not, it wasn't mail that had already been mailed. And they came to my porch and told me, and I called the bank. So they only got one check through.
I just saw a story today about Santa Clara, California. I assume it was California. I'll say Santa Clara County. A couple paid their property taxes of $27,000 through a Wells Fargo check. And there was two people it happened to. One dropped it at the post office and the other dropped it in a mailbox on the street, one of those blue mailboxes. Somebody got in there, got the check out, marked out the amount or marked out who it was to, wrote their own name, cashed it, and it didn't get caught until 3 months later when they got a penalty notice that they were delinquent from the county. And Wells Fargo won't return their money because they say you have 30 days, you're supposed to check to make sure that everything is correct. She said, but I had no way to know it wasn't correct. I wrote the check for $27,000 and it was cashed. The only way I would have known was to go in and view the check to see what name it went to. So, I mean, just don't write checks. Because even if you leave it at a business, there's your routing number, your account number, everything you need to link it to something else.
So the US has still got checks? You can still write checks in the US?
Mm-hmm. Not many do, but some do. I was surprised to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I should try and get her to come on a live with us so we can ask her some questions.
Might be good, because I think, the reason that I kind of thought this would be good to talk about is, as YouTube creators, we need to be sure that our stuff's protected and do the best we can. Just like somebody said, don't use the same password for everything, and then change your password every 3 months and that type of stuff. Because I know when I worked for corporate, that's what they had us do. Every 90 days, you had to have a different password, and it had to have certain things in it to make it, a good password.
Mm.
We got real creative. We went through the Beanstalk and Milkmaid, and
we had to have 35 characters. It had to basically be a sentence.
And it had to have numbers and
special characters.
Special characters.
Yeah.
Couldn't remember. It had all this so that it would be secure, and and then they got what's it called? My corporation was breached with ransomware. It shut down all of our computer systems for a month.
Mm. Yeah. And Chris is just saying that, she had a really bad experience with Amazon after she signed up to Prime, had someone try and withdraw money from her bank account, which thankfully got caught. But yeah. So I will definitely try and get her onto a live, because that would be really, really interesting. Or even if she can't do a live, I might sort of see if we can even record an interview with her together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So that would be cool. All right. Okay. Right. What about onto something nice and happy and optimistic, like Mr. Rob the Maritimer heading towards his 100K silver play
Yes.
button.
Did he make it?
I don't know.
He did it as of yesterday, I don't think. I'm gonna look it up.
I think there were still 400 people. Let's go and have a little look. Share a screen. I saw he went live sometime.
99.7.
Oh, he hasn't. Hadn't made it yet. He said he was going to try to go live when it happened. He was on live. Yeah. Was it yesterday?
I think so. Yesterday or the day before.
So where is he at? 99.7. So look at this big live he did yesterday. Look at that. 2 hours 51. Woo!
But there he had 99,584, and now he's got 997. So
Yeah.
he's getting close.
Yeah. He projected it pretty well. He said that he was hoping Monday his time, but then he said maybe there's a chance of Sunday. It was good that he started. He did that video saying, "Now's the time to subscribe, please," because I'm trying to make my live and my celebration video before I go away.
Yeah, he's
So-
supposed to jump in the ocean,
Yeah.
do a cold
Yeah.
swim, cold plunge.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys were on his live at all the other day, and he said that he was thinking of pre-recording the celebration jump into the ocean. He goes, I'm taking you guys into a little secret. He goes, I'm actually, because logistically I think I'm going to be away. I'm trying to be practical, and I might do it before I go away. And then he's like, oh, what do you guys think about that? What do you think people thought about that?
And he's
They
going to do
didn't
it
like it.
before, so he can.
Okay. I said, no, that's an authentic Rob. That's off brand. Don't do that. Wait till you get to 100.
Yeah. I've never heard of the SWF Beach Life lady.
Oh, let's have a look there. We need to hook him up with this WF Beach Life and to collab and jump in the ocean. Okay. Is she goodish? Is she about to hit 100 as well? What do you think? Okay, Krista, what do you think the temperature is? What might the temperature be in the ocean at the moment? Oh, superb channel. Oh, amazing. What does she make videos about, goodish?
She's the beach lady,
Yeah.
they said.
Okay. Many companies are starting to add service charges, write checks, late paying. Yeah. Hello, Nana of 5. Yes, happy things. That's right.
Yeah.
So, okay, he's going to go somewhere warm. Where do you think he's going to go on his warm holiday? I think it's a celebration trip because he said he's really into celebrating. And I think the coincidence is just too much, like why he's going away, like on the actual day. He said not Hawaii, not Bahamas. I think he said not the Caribbean. Oh, here we go. I was on that long live last night. There was no peanut photo bomb. I'll watch a cat video in a heartbeat. Shelling in Florida. Is that literally what he's doing? Oh, she's around 77,000 subs. So what about you guys? Have you guys got like what's a next goal for you, or do you have a plan for like celebrating when you get to a next goal, like whether it's monetization or a certain amount of subs or anything like that? Just who's setting goals for their next YouTube goal? Sorry,
Mine is my subs for sure.
Yeah.
And I had the hope that it would be by February 21st at the year anniversary, and that's not happening.
Yeah, because what are you on now, Evie?
910, I think.
910. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's good. You broke your 900 because you were on 8 for a little bit, eh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good jump.
It's like the two-step dance. You do 2 forward and 1 back.
Yeah.
With the subs.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, here's a good question. I'm going to, by the way, Krista, I'm going to look up what Celsius is between 31 to 30. Oh, 31 to 36
Right.
Fahrenheit or Celsius? Must be.
31 Celsius is warm.
Sorry, what about the water temperature? I thought it was cold in Nova Scotia at the moment, like
It
a
is.
bit of snow. Okay, who can imagine, and who can't imagine reaching 100K? That's a really good
No.
question.
Can't even imagine.
You can't imagine?
No.
I'm just now beginning to believe I can hit that 1,000K. I'm 25 away, I just, but I'm like Evie. It's like, Yesterday it was at 982 or 3, and now it's back down to, because I was on some live or something, and a bunch of them said, "We'll subscribe," and then it just went way up, and then it went right back down the next day. So what they did is they went over subscribed. They didn't watch any content. They didn't interact or anything, and so YouTube pulls them back off.
So sorry, whose channel was it? 980 something, and then it dropped down.
Me,
Rhonda's.
Oh, yours was okay, and then it went down. It went down to what number?
975.
Oh yeah, like 5.
It was
Yeah.
975 before I was in that live. And so
Okay.
But
So you
I've heard that somewhere, that if someone subscribes and they don't interact on your channel, that YouTube will kick them back off. They think they're bots, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, goodish. I'm in the wonderful situation to not have any sub goals or count goals. I want to post a video where everything I tried to get done is accomplished with editing. I really love that.
Mhm.
The reason I really love that is because you are controlling the controllables by focusing on that. Like, that's the prize. Like, that's that 1%. Like, I know it's a cliche because we hear it so much, like the get better by 1%, which isn't really quantifiable, is it? Like, what is 1%? But just that little one thing that you know that you want to get better. Like, I just want to be able to trim my video or cut out the bits where, I knocked over my coffee cup and it knocked my phone off the tripod or whatever. You want to be able to cut those bits out. So I really, really like that, because I think that having goals like that, and then you will get better at the editing, and then you'll set different goals, I guess like all of us, we know how to do some basic editing. So then we keep on probably setting editing goals as well sometimes or whatever. But that's a really good, powerful one, because you can control that. Mine is subs, just need 250, getting close to be fully monetized. Wow, so
Yeah.
50 Mike. Yeah. So you got your watch hours, Mike?
I
You
think
must
mine has watch time hours.
Wow.
You just need subs.
Yeah. Goals are key, but they shouldn't motivate. They should motivate, not thought. Keep them real, keep them smart. Yeah, absolutely.
Say.
So, Mike, do you mainly because you watch a lot of videos, have you mainly been able to put in the most time when you've been working away from home? Yeah, because I think you do blimmin' well with the amount of videos, like the amount of channels that you support. And I've even noticed as well, and tell us as well, has that helped you as well grow your channel? I've noticed that Mike's been doing quite a few posts saying, like, promoting other creators. Has that helped you get some more subs, Mike? Tell us how you think you grew your subs, apart from your good videos. Have it on my video. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, here we go. 1 to 2 degrees Celsius. Yeah. Flip. Yeah.
Well, Mike had a viral video.
Oh, is that the one about the toilet?
No.
That's what he's
No,
known for.
He's famous for the
toilet man.
Yeah.
video. But no, it was when he spent the night. He didn't drive home. He was staying in his camper trying to stay warm, and I think that's the one. Mike, correct me if I'm wrong. So, but see, Debbie Sue's talking about the same thing happened to her.
Right. Oh my gosh, look at all you girls, everyone, like in your 900s.
Yeah, and Debbie Sue was ill, had surgery and was ill, and she took time off, and she's still soaring with the Eagles.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm quite serious about the growth of my channel, but it takes time personally and for the channel. So Jennifer, I know, I think, are you on the 900s now? I keep on thinking, have you been up there? Maybe
Yeah, she is.
800 to 900s? Oh, all the watch time hours. Wow. Gosh,
Wow,
that's
Mike.
full
Usually
on.
it's the other way around, but he's
Yeah.
had his watch time hours, but not the subs. And so
Yeah. Rosani, I'm going to do more shorts as they seem to bring more viewers. I try and keep the unique in some, I try and keep them unique and some relate to my long form, but others stand alone. Yeah, I've put a couple of shorts on recently, and one of my shorts got to 2,000. And I did it in the vidIQ, the basic paid version. I didn't realize that they're now cutting into shorts. So I thought, wow, okay, I'm going to try and get my $20 a month value here because I don't really use vidIQ. But yeah, they did the clipping up, and one of those got to 2,000.
you can do that in vidIQ.
Into the
You can do
vidIQ paid plan. Have you got the vidIQ basic paid plan? Yeah. But you know what? Opus Clips, Nexus, all of them probably cost the same as the vidIQ. Like I don't know, I wouldn't have thought that they were the best for doing clips. But I thought, oh, since it's there, and YouTube is saying that they're pushing shorts more, right? So that's interesting. Yeah, they seem to bring more viewers. The ultimate goal should be enjoying what you do. I totally believe that too, eh?
Yeah.
Now, what does CL make videos about again? CL Fantasy Wave.
Her cats and painting.
Yeah.
Oh, is it faceless or not?
The ones I've seen are, yes.
Yes. Oh, how nice. Yeah. Yeah, Jennifer is a pro at
Yes,
making
she is.
videos.
In person.
Wow, 3128. That is so exciting, Jennifer. Cheryl, he is not yet. He is on 99.7. I thought that was pretty cool that he just did that spontaneous live. Like, that's pretty nice, Rob, right? He's so humble. It's so nice that he's like jumping in. And the cool thing too is because like I think people are going back to his channel to see where's he at, because he goes, doesn't matter what time of the day or night he hits 100K, he's going live. And he's gonna, like when he thinks he's really super close, he's gonna set his alarm before he goes to Come on, Julie, where are you? We've been waiting for you to join us. And Alison, are you busy? I've noticed here lately the shorts we've been putting out have been gathering subs. Also, yeah. What do you guys think about the way that the YouTube homepage now has all been like, I've heard creators talking about it as shelves before, like on the top shelf and the second shelf. And then your subscriber videos only sort of come a few down. Have you guys noticed?
Yeah. And I went into my customization thing and moved stuff around.
Like on your when you open up your
on my
homepage.
homepage. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And changed it myself. Now they may change it back, but I changed it.
Yeah.
Because I don't do shorts. I have 2 shorts on my channel.
Yeah.
And unless I want to pay for another app, which it's like, just one more thing, another thing to pay for to put my long form in there and have them do the shorts. But I'm probably going to look into that because that's too much work for me to try to do that.
Oh, nice one, Alison and Julie. Yeah, I don't know. Has anyone else noticed it? Because I've seen quite a few people complaining about the about the way that it's all been reconfigured.
I didn't notice.
Goodish, my very first short did super well immediately, but I can't duplicate it. How many views did it get, Goodish? I create completely separate shorts, filming vertical. Yep. And you make longer ones as well, eh, Jennifer? 500 in a couple of hours. Okay, that's good. That's good.
Mhm.
500 views in a couple of hours. My short of my Bella Golden Retriever got 1,400 views. Then up to 1K in a little bit. Okay, so what
Well, too.
sorry, Evie?
Oh, I just said my shorts do well too, but I don't know that they really bring any subscribers.
Yeah,
But they do get views.
yeah. And do you do shorts, Rhonda?
I've only done two. One of them was Christmas lights display, and the other one was a clip that YouTube did pulled out of my Elf on a Shelf live. And that's it. I
Yeah,
have not, I did post the one light display in a short,
yeah,
but I think it would be good to take my long form and put it in a system and then pull out the highlights that would make good shorts and then post those. So, but
yeah. I mean, so would you ever consider like even doing a trial? Like on Opus Clips or Nexus?
yeah,
Would you consider trialing those?
Nexus clips.
Nexus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those, to me, that's the one that has been mentioned the most that people use.
Yeah. And I guess they're doing heaps of promo, aren't they, with brand sponsorships? Like I get Reva Reveals was doing Nexus, Rob is doing Nexus.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I don't know. If Rob's using it, then
Yes, exactly. Halo effect. That's right. I hope they're paying him well. It looks the same on my phone. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, for some reason, I've just seen recent videos and I thought that people were complaining about it because of the recent YouTube updates and because YouTube are pushing shorts more. And I've seen people, I thought that there were recent videos where people were saying they've now got like 6 shorts coming up on their first shelf, whereas before they didn't have that. So that's why I thought it was fairly new. But I tend to mainly go to YouTube on my phone as opposed to my desktop. So
right.
same with Mike, I haven't noticed it on my phone. I'll tell you what videos you get. Yeah. So what, I don't know, like we were talking before, Rhonda, about like technical issues like we've been having recently. So have you had a tech issue that you've had recently that, made you feel a little bit peeved?
It wasn't so much recently. It was last year. It's the question, and I heard this on a different thing similar to this. What is one tech problem you have had that made you want to scream? And I'm kind of telling on myself about my technical prowess here, but last year I got a lot of people saying that I needed to get a microphone or better because they couldn't hear me. So I ordered a microphone. I got, in the little box with the one that clips on and all of this. And I had all the plugins and all the stuff, and I plugged it in and I recorded, and I couldn't get it to play back. So I read the directions. I went online. I watched the YouTube. I did it over and over. Tried it on my phone, tried it on my computer. Could not get it to play back. My husband helped. We troubleshooted everything. And finally it was just like, forget it. I gave up. And so I don't even know what happened one day. I decided to try it again. I was ready to just throw the thing in the trash because, it's like,
Yeah.
I could not figure out why it would not work. I thought it wasn't recording the sound. Well, needless to say, when they do all of those directions and all of this stuff, they fail to tell you to unplug it from the device to listen to it after you record it. And it was like, I laughed because I tend to laugh at myself because it was such a simple thing and it was so silly, but I was ready to just quit, throw the thing in the trash. I'm forgetting this stuff. And, but I did figure it out. And now I know that you unplug it to listen to it.
So did you get it back out of the trash or did you have to get it?
I didn't ever throw it away.
Oh,
I wanted to.
Okay.
But whenever they were talking on this, whatever I was watching, it's been weeks ago, I thought of that. I thought that probably out of, and I deal with tech stuff off and on. And then the other thing was when I started doing lives, I could not get my camera and my audio to work on my iMac. And I didn't like doing the live on my phone. And I still don't know what I did. I just kept messing with it, turning my computer off, turning it on, but I didn't want to throw the whole thing in the trash and quit doing YouTube just because I did that microphone. It was like, this is, I don't know. So it's always something simple or some little, just that connection. And then all of a sudden it all works. You don't know what you did.
Yeah. How many, like, was it hours that you were like, stop, starting, coming back to it, trying to figure it out again? And like, was it hours of like frustration?
On the one where the audio and the video for my lives, I spent hours researching. I went to Google, I watched YouTube videos, I ran it through ChatGPT, and every time I would do step by step by step, and it still wouldn't work. And like I said, I don't even know. I tried, turning the computer off, rebooting everything and going through the whole process again, checking, do I have permission from YouTube? Do I have permission from my computer? Do I have permission from Google? But I spent a lot of hours on that, but I didn't get as frustrated as I did with the microphone.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you, Evie?
No, I'm not frustrated.
Evie's the tech queen.
We all have to tell her
and ask her. You're who I call.
No, I'm just like the man who knew too little. I just keep on walking and all these explosions happen behind me.
That's right. Yeah.
I had to pick these two guys up one time when I was working, and they both drove Corvettes, and I had a Honda Accord, and I was driving fine. I think that they'd had a little bit to drink and they were trying to be funny, but one of them said, so they were putting down my car because it was an Accord, and I said, well, mine's running, yours didn't run, that's why I'm picking you up. And then he said, how many accidents have you been in? I said, none. And he said, well, how many have you left in your wake? And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's right. I don't look back.
Right.
I just got my eyes on the prize. Yeah.
How about you? What are you frustrated with, Karen?
Oh my, do you know what? My ongoing thing that I get frustrated with is Premiere Pro. And and the thing that gets me every single time is when it comes to exporting the video, and then there's all these like rendering errors, and it'll go code 6 error 3, code 9 error 12. And even when you start like Googling the solution, like even before you put the number, it'll actually bring up like the pre-populate or whatever it's called, like 6 different variations of all their common things. It's really, really frustrating, because what's the happiest part of like making a video in a way? Like big, long process, or maybe not even necessarily a big long process, but then it's like exporting it and getting it ready to upload, So to then hit problems, what it really is it's I'm only just realizing that every time I go to render the video in Premiere Pro, I've been seeing in my, what do you call it, under my downloads or something, like it's been clogging up my memory. This is the most recent learning that I've had. Basically, it'll say I've used up all my memory on my computer. Now, because my husband accidentally dropped, which turned out to be a fortuitous thing, dropped my computer, like my 5-year-old computer, and I claimed insurance, I had the option of upgrading to another computer. So I got a MacBook Pro. So that was like a big excitement and everything. So it's like, I've only had it for 3 months. What do you mean my memory is full? What are you even talking about, right? Like, obviously, I've got an external hard drive thingy, whatever it's called. So I do put things on that. But I'm thinking, I've hardly got anything on my desktop, blah, blah, blah. So I go through and I delete things in my trash, everything. But I don't know, now I've kind of realized, my husband said to me, I think you can only store 2 to 3 videos at 4K on your desktop or like on your actual computer hard drive before it kind of gobbles up all the space. So that's a bit disappointing. I would have thought that these computers, but I mean, that just shows how much 4K takes up. So I'm now just having to be more disciplined about housekeeping and think once the video is uploaded. So Premiere Pro, I really, really love it. But I did seriously think a couple of weeks ago, should I just try and learn something new because I'm sick of this? Because the other thing too, yeah, sorry, Evie.
Oh, well, I thought you're finished. What about iMovie since you have a Mac? What about iMovie?
iMovie
Uh-huh.
because I don't enjoy iMovie. I just find it, I probably haven't tried it on the Mac, but I've always had iPads and I've tried iMovie. I just feel like if I want to put something else, it's just not very responsive to me. Like on the iPad, when I've tried to put like another, what do you call it, piece of footage on the top or something like.
Well,
Yeah,
it's different on the computer. It'll be different on your laptop than it is on your tablet.
Yeah.
I don't do it on my tablet either. I don't like it. But Emma Jean, number 1 Ladies Club, she had a video, I don't know, 6 months ago that I watched, and she went into depth on how she uses iMovie, and her videos are gorgeous. And it's way deeper. I didn't know iMovie did as much as she's using on it. But it really is a very user-friendly. I like it. I've bought Final Cut Pro and I've still never used it.
Right. Yeah.
And I do export everything off to my hard drive, and I've got a different folder for each month. And just like you were saying, your computer got dropped. If you've got a video that's in progress that you've spent hours and hours and hours on, and that computer gets dropped, something happens to it, you've lost everything. Then you have to start over.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah.
You could just say raw uncut February 26th, and then when you've got all of your finishing touches done, you can delete it off of your hard drive even. But it's really scary to only have it in one place.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, and Vicky's saying, I've not had that problem storing 4K video. But what it is, this is the whole thing. I've just realized that every time I render while I'm editing the video, all those renders go and get saved in my storage. So I didn't realize it was doing that. So that's a new good thing to learn, because now it makes me realize, I've got to go to where Premiere Pro is actually saving that to my computer memory and just clogging it up. That's part of it. Like I just had hundreds of files rendered. Like that's silly. That's silly. So it's just me learning that what it does. But this is a good question. I can't seem to export my iPhone videos to my computer, so I can learn to edit. So Pam, are you filming in 4K or 1080p? Is that the one down below from 4K, 1080p?
Well, and also another question, is she on an iPhone and transporting to a Mac, or is she going to a Windows? Because if it's Mac, you can AirDrop. And that's all I do. Like if I record from my phone, I'll be in the same room and I'll just send it AirDrop, and then I don't have to do any cabling.
Yeah. So how many minutes is that video, Evie?
Which
The
video?
video that you're airdropping, like, is it 10-minute video or is it 15? Or
I did a 40-minute video, which, I mean, it was unedited. So I had 40 minutes of recording, and I airdropped it from one desk, my art desk, to my desk. And it probably took, I don't know, 3 minutes. And it comes up in Finder across my computer showing the tracking progress that it's making. And then boom, it's in. And then I go back on my phone because it doesn't have a lot of memory, and I just delete the video off my phone once I've got it on my computer.
yeah. Do you know what? I've literally struggled to get 4K video airdropping onto my MacBook. That is the truth. And my husband just said to me, "Oh, it's better just." So now I've been trying all these like plug-in scenarios. I've looked up so much stuff. Like it just, it's just, yeah, I don't have it it's not working very easily. And Pam's saying 4K from my phone to ASOS.
Do you use 4K, Rhonda?
Yeah.
I don't. I use 1080.
Yeah, but
There we go. 1080p makes a big difference, I think.
Yeah, and
That
I don't
makes-
think anybody can tell a difference watching the video. So I don't like it taking up all that room.
That's it. So it's really coming through thick. You
Yeah.
know? Mm.
all my
Sorry.
stuff goes to the cloud, and so I have it in photos on my Mac and my iPhone and my, laptop. They're all
Yeah.
Apple products, so it just goes across the board, and I
Yeah.
can use any of that. And I use iMovie, and so to edit. So if it's not simple, then I'm not,
Yeah. There's everything to be said for that.
keep it simple, sister.
Yeah, keep it simple, sisters.
Yep.
Yep. That's it. And you know what else too? Because people, for the most part, aren't even watching in 4K, are they? Because I think our phones do 1080p when we're watching videos, right? I think we watch in 1080p, but maybe people's TVs can do the 4K. But it's like, honestly, people don't even care about 4K. You know what I mean? Like it just doesn't, it's just like, here you are. What have you got to say? Spit it out, move on,
Now, Jennifer might be worried about whether hers are seen in 4K because she's got so much nice scenery. But
Yeah.
I mean, for what I record, it's not really necessary to make it look as beautiful as there's nothing to make look beautiful.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
But but still she does it all on her phone. So I don't know if she's using 1080 or she's using 4K.
Right.
Still here?
Yeah. Jennifer, what do you record in? I bet she's recording in 4K. Just guessing. Yeah. So Goodish, when you're watching videos on your TV, are you watching in 4K? Because I haven't watched videos on my TV before, so I'm not quite sure how to even know that. Oh, 1080. Okay. Yeah,
So there we go.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jennifer, why do you not do it in 4K? From my travels. So Vicky, are you doing 1080 as well? Yeah, I've got zero space. Exactly. Who's got space for the 4K videos? Never bother to check. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. Have we solved the problems of the world? We're going to try and get that. What was her name? The lady from our over 60? Tracy. I thought it was. Yeah. Nice one. We will try. Yeah, 1080 for YouTube. See, that's Isn't that nice from Alison?
Oh, Allison, thank you.
All right, beautiful ladies and people. Should we wrap up? And I will try and get Tracy, and we'll just keep fighting the good fight and trying to make frictionless videos. Thank you, Krista.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone. All right. We
you.
will see you next week if you can pop in. Thank you very much for your lovely
Okay.
company today.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.